Good morning, everybody. My name's Neil Potter. I'm Head of Marketing here at Meon. I'm joined today by Gary Spencer, Marketing Director. Thank you for joining us on this webinar. We plan to take you on a walkthrough of our newly designed website and share with you some of the great features available. If you have any questions, please do use the chat facility at any time during the webinar, and we can pick these up at the end in the Q&A session. Just to make you aware, we are recording this webinar and we will be sending it out to everyone for future reference within the next couple of days. So after months of hard work and dedication, we were delighted to officially launch the new website on the 1st of June. We wanted to make the new site faster, easier to navigate, and even more user-friendly. As an innovation leader in the industry, it's important for us to make information regarding our products and services easily accessible for our current and potential customers. We endeavour to provide our customers with the most accurate, up-to-date information and share our knowledge and expertise across the line marking and surface repair industries. The result of this can be found throughout our new website. I'll now pass you over to Gary, who will explain in a little more detail the thinking behind the new website and run through some of those main features of interest.
Good, thanks Neil, appreciate that. Thanks for opening up and thanks for everyone who's joined. It's been a lot of hard work. I suppose you could say this is an accumulation of 26 years of experience in the industry, and I've had a vision about this website for probably about 3 years. We're just now, it's been such a relief to get it over the line. And the vision, I suppose, just to explain a bit about the thinking, is that right from the start, we've been like a solution-based business rather than a product-based in terms of finding out what the customer really needs, what's available in the market, what the problems and challenges are, and then finding not only the product, but the application and the support that's needed to fulfill and to meet all those needs. So I wanted the website to be like a platform for the industry, like a resource, like a go-to place, a repository for not only information, but also one-to-one support, and you can find select products. It's a bit of a self-serve arrangement like most websites tend to be, but I didn't want to lose the humanistic element in doing so. So Neil will talk a bit at the end of this short webinar. We're aiming for about 20 minutes or something like that on the support mechanism and how you can still be in touch with real people. So just to quickly run through the homepage here, standard sort of looking homepage with some drop downs along the top. First thing up is our industry knowledge bases, and clicking through to one of these pages of this, just a snapshot of all the industries that we serve, you get a bit more specialism around that particular industry. So a bit about the products and directories and downloads, industry expertise in terms of white papers and case studies, a simple helicopter overview of where we touch on and support that particular industry. And like I say, there's 8 industries featured on our homepage, but there's many more, and you can draw on those inside the knowledge base, which will come up later, and have a list of all industries. As we continue to scroll down, a little bit about our accreditation, our internal and external accreditation process to ensure products are fit for purpose. How you can get in touch with us, like I say, we wanted to retain that humanistic, real person feel to this website. So how to speak to someone, mail us about a project, and how you can get hold of some white papers and guides, which I'll come to a bit later. This is the heart of the homepage, I would say, the industry expertise section, where you can, and there's four parts to that. If you'll permit me, I'll come back to this section a little bit later, a bit more detail. Just to keep on going down, here's where you can dive in straight away and get to the product parts. For those of you who know what you're looking for, you can immediately shop online. And as our main 3 sections here, line marking, surface repair, decorative surfaces, similarly featured at the top here on our the main navigation. But again, once more, you can jump into it from here, and some featured products below it. Followed by our case studies. There's all case studies available on this button, but then we all feature one at the moment. We're featuring the D-Day Museum and all the decorative surfacing we did around there, and their fountain project. for the 75 years. That was last year now, years gone already. And finally, just the usual links through to the latest news and insights before we get to the footer. So if I go back, as I promised, to the expertise section, I'm sorry if it's making me look dizzy as we go through this. Equipment hire and service. We do a huge range of equipment that's available for sale, but also we understand sometimes that you can't afford the capital cost, so you can hire it. We have services. So there's we're the only dedicated Graco workshop that is specialism is in line marking and surface repair machines in the whole of UK and Ireland. So inside this page here, I'll go through to it now. You can see a range of the equipment that we have available for hire. You can make an inquiry. Same with servicing. You want a machine, you want to book in for service, you can do that here. We have a huge range of parts, and obviously we've worked out over the years which parts are important. So if you want to fit that yourself, same, you can do that. And here's some of the machines that we have available for hire, and some payment plans, how the hiring process works. Looks like there's a little bit of coming soon here. The resources, application forms. Going back then, therefore, to the next expertise area, which I believe is Innovation and Expo. Yes, here we have it. We have a dedicated and purpose-built laboratory and a program over the next, well, it stretches out to at least 18 months away of products that we're developing, which have been accumulated on the basis of industry feedback and knowledge. And we also have a whole range of expos. We're doing a virtual expo. It'll go up on our website next month, and we're hoping to hold some conferences and maybe some virus permitting, some face-to-face machinery demonstrations later in the year. The next section up on the expertise part of the website here is the training centre. We've got dedicated areas at our Portsmouth depot for theory training, going through the actual the thinking, the details behind any product or machinery. And we also have practical training courses. On this web page, landing page alone, you can see that we offer an insight into our CPD training sessions and the courses that are available, and how you can book them. You can book onto these modules, upcoming courses that are available. And these are all located at our Portsmouth depot. Finally, a new project that we launched on the Expertise Centre is the On-Demand project. This is where asset owners sometimes want us to coordinate and to provide a scope of works and specification on projects, and then do the coordination with the contractor to deliver a tripartite solution for, sometimes it's specialist applications, but it could similarly be multi-branch depots and things like that. And so we support both the installer and from a nationwide network, but also asset owners in delivering on their expectations. And here's how you can apply to be an approved installer manual. And if you have a project you're requesting, say from both sides of the coin, and some recently completed projects here to view. So if I go back to the homepage again, I just wanted to touch now on the knowledge base. This is probably one of the central points of what we try to achieve, and there's 6 sections that are immediately available. And this, obviously, as per most websites, is just a glimpse in, so you can quickly navigate to a particular case study or news article, but you can view all. There's lots more there behind the screen, as they say. And you have 2 areas I particularly wanted to touch on, was the guides and the FAQs. I'll come back to those in just a minute. But there's, as usual, there's news, case studies, downloads where you can view all our directories, and a bit about Meon, about us, our brands, the industries we serve. I referred to that earlier on, our foundation, and how to join the team, a little bit about the culture and the places we work and the things we do here at Meon. Then a little bit of a dive then into guides. I'll just go to this one, which is how to align a Graco line laser front wheel. We've gone in depth into this, so there's not only is there videos on how to change to do whatever the particular requirement is, there's also step-by-step guides that make it nice and easy for you to follow through on. If I then go to knowledge base and into FAQs, if I go to the main header section on the FAQs, you can see different applications, different subsections and categories, line and surface marking, surface repair. So if you want to particularly do an overview of what questions you might have, you can go into line and surface marking and quickly navigate and see if the question that you have is particularly answered straight away. Why my painted lines flaking from the surface, and gives you some good clues there. If it's not the answers there, as I always say, do pick up the phone or send us a message, and we're always there to help. So finally from me, I just wanted to do a little bit of a dive into the products themselves. Navigation bar along the top, the search function that Neil will go through, well, I'll go through with Neil a bit later on, but if you go in line marking, for example, and you're working on the highways, you can look at highways in particular, and that will give you an overview of all these sections. So I'll go to highways now. You can see you've got surface coating sections and the best selling products there, and then a section about road studs, anything that's to do with line marking on highways. Dive into view products here, and this will take you to the same place, surface coatings, as you would get if you traveled through here into surface coatings. And I can't see it, here we are, I've got the wrong one there, surface coatings there. So here we arrived at what we call a collection page, which is a collection of all our products that relate to surface coatings. Immediately you can see you have instant access to case studies, guides and downloads, and the ability, if you have an app on your computer to go, or your phone, go speak to one of our specialists. And here you can filter according to price or color. There's going to be more attributes added there, so you can select a bit more refined way in the future. And as you scroll, you can see all the products that are immediately available to you. They will continue to load as you scroll down the screen, what they call an infinity scroll. Now, if you go to one of these products in particular, let's go to the Ultra Force MMA kit. You'll see that in this one here doesn't have any extra images, but often below these, let me just do myself the favor of going to a product that has. So we go to Multi-Grip, one of our best-selling products for slip resistant surfacing. You can see here we've got different products in product and application, in finished form, and there's also videos explaining what the product's all about. You can order it here, but perhaps more importantly, you drop down here, you can see a bit of a description, the features and benefits, what products work well with it. So here's some primers, and you can download the technical data sheet, which gives you an insight into the product, and a safety data sheet. That's the 16-point MSDS sheets that often the people require for risk assessments and method statements when working on site, and a direct link onto the how-to videos here. It's a little bit of a whistle-stop tour, Neil. I don't know whether you wanted to take over from me there. You want to talk about the support section of the website and some Q&As.
Thank you, Gary. That was a really good overview of all of the features and benefits that you can get throughout our website. Just a couple of other points that I wanted to share with you all today. Here at Meon, it's important that we are readily available to support our customers at any stage of the process, be that from the sales support right the way through to the after-sales customer support. To that end, not only do we have easy to access inquiry and booking forms throughout the site on most pages, pretty much all pages that you go to, we've also installed a live chat facility on every page of the website. You can see this down on the bottom right of the screen. We have a dedicated team, both on the sales and technical level, monitoring this daily, and will be instantly responding to inquiries that we receive. So a great little feature there for us to stay in contact with our customers on an instant and a personal level. Lastly, I'd just like to finish off the webinar today with some more exciting news. To celebrate the launch of the new website, we're giving away a £100 Amazon gift voucher to one lucky winner. You can enter this competition throughout June, and there's multiple ways that you can get additional entries. Details of this can be found on our news and insights page, or you can check out our LinkedIn and Facebook pages. Please do take some time to have a look at this. So that brings us to a close, this webinar. Thank you for joining us today and letting us share some of the great new features of our website. The new content is regularly added, so please do keep coming back and revisiting us on a regular basis. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Neil, and thanks everyone for joining.
Like as I said before, we will be we've recorded this and we will be sending this and sharing this out with you all within the next day or so, so that you can refer back to this in the future. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Goodbye.